Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. Right, this video is about a condition which my beloved has got. It's called fibromyalgia. Over to you, Max, and explain what fibromyalgia is and when were you diagnosed with it and what, or I should say, and how it affects you on a daily basis.
Well, I was diagnosed with fibro.
What year was that?
Wow. About 15 years ago.
Are we talking 2010?
Maybe not that long. But from what I can think of, I've got what you call fibro fog. So to ask me questions, you could be getting any answers. But it's part of the fibro. You can't think straight, you forget things. And it's just totally a nightmare. I'm having a flare at the moment again. Yes, again. The last one was when? Just Christmas time?
Yeah, it was. You went for, I'd say, at least nearly 2 weeks, didn't you?
And I think what's brought it on again to a flare is because I had flu. It's painful, and anybody who actually has it will know. You know, your whole body hurts. You feel like you've been hit with a hammer. It's like having toothache all over your body, head to toe. It affects me that I can't do anything. You have to do it all. Can't even make a cup of tea because I can't lift the kettle. Cooking is just no go with a flare. No go at all. Couldn't even do the simplest things like boiling an egg because you can't lift the saucepan. Your joints all swell.
That's the inflammation aspects of it,
The
isn't
inflammation, yeah.
it? And what causes fibro? What's the trigger for fibromyalgia? Because we're not born with it, so there's something that causes it.
I think trauma, basically. It's trauma. Some sort of trauma actually sets it off.
Both mental and physical trauma.
Yeah, any sort of trauma. Because, I mean, fibro can affect mentally and physically.
And anybody as well can suffer from, can't they? It's not a particular age group.
No age group. No age group at all. Mine started when I fell down the stairs, I think, again. Because the first time I had a flare was after I'd had a major operation. And it caused a flare. I didn't know what it was. I'd never heard of it. I went to the GP and he said, I think you've got fibro. I said, well, what's fibro? And he explained to me about the pain in certain pressure points in your body. I mean, mine affects everything: neck, mouth, sight, hearing, because everything seems really loud to me.
What about your smell? Is that hypersensitive to it?
Very hypersensitive. If somebody's got perfume on.
I noticed that when we were out.
Yeah. Oh, God.
A coughing fit.
Coughing. Cough.
Coughing and sneezing fit.
But that's when you can get out. You're very lucky when you can go out. There's quite a few people I know who's been diagnosed with fibro. Especially seems to be Americans on the research I've done.
Yeah, this is what you've told me about. The Americans are very...
And I get more information
from America
when
here.
I do my researches on different things.
And what's the reason for that? Because you did tell me before. With the British doctors. Not slating them, but...
No. They are good. They do try. But a lot of doctors won't recognise fibro.
And what have they said to you before? It's mainly...
It's in your head, you're okay. You know, you've got to expect things with age. You've got to learn to live with it. Well, it's okay saying those things, but when you're trying to live with it, it sometimes can be, as you witnessed,
yeah, I have to help.
Nightmare.
Help you out of bed.
I haven't been able to walk. He has to help me down the stairs. Trying to get up the stairs is just a no-no for me. The pain is just so unbearable.
Mm.
It is, isn't it? You've seen it yourself.
Well, when you have a good day, we do take you out for a little walk, but I have to
Yeah,
supervise
when
it
I
all
have
the
a
time.
good day, but I mean, if we get on a bus,
I have to supervise
which
it all the time.
to you know, people who haven't never heard of it or haven't got it, just walking and getting on a bus, I get to where we got to go, then I say I've had enough now.
Yeah.
I want to go home because that's how it affects you, really. You know, you don't expect to feel all this pain and trying to describe it. And again, the medication.
I was just going to come to this bit. The medication.
It's
what
a
you're
matter of getting your medication right. I mean, I've been on long-term.
It's for the rest of your life, really.
Long-term, what are they called? Prednisone.
Yeah, prednisone and duloxetine is another one, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's another one for the evening, yeah. Along with paracetamol.
But not your average type of paracetamol. But you've got an allergic reaction to certain type of medication.
There's certain medications I can't have. So I have to put up with what I can have.
Yeah.
First time going on anything, as everybody will know, it starts a reaction, you get the side effects. So you've got to try and live with them side effects till they go for the medication to start working.
You can see the blemish in your skin.
The skin is just awful, absolutely awful. The colour of the skin is red. Yeah. The skin is very thin.
And flaky as well.
Flaky, that's another thing. You can't eat properly because of you feel like you've got toothache.
The tape and the muscles in the jaw and your teeth.
And trying to lie down.
And is it right that you told me that certain medications can cause calcium depletion?
No, that's steroids. That's the steroids. That's steroids, that is. Now, they did help me, didn't they?
They did.
But then I've had to put up with weight gain.
And another condition you had as well, on top of the fibro, the polymyalgia rheumatica.
Oh, I've got polymyalgia rheumatica on top of that.
Can you explain to those people who don't know what that actually is?
Well, I didn't know what it was till I was diagnosed again with that by a rheumatologist again. That's another thing, you have to be diagnosed properly and it can take a couple of years.
Yeah, for you to get full diagnosis.
With a proper rheumatologist. Specialist in these things, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, this one I've got is very nice, isn't he, Dr. Valma? And he seemed to get it right with the steroids. But the only problem is then you've got like a flashback at you, ain't you, really? Because then you've got the weight gain to put up with.
Excessive weight gain can be fun.
Yeah, terrible weight gain. And your face changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
The face changes.
When you was on it.
Yeah, the scalp becomes really dry.
Yeah, very, very dry.
You become dry. You can't swallow properly.
Yeah.
But once you do get into it, it did help. But obviously, I'm hoping I haven't got to stay on them for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I mean, you said that the polymyalgia rheumatica is a form of arthritic condition on the joints and the inflammation of the ligaments around the joints or something like that.
Where your elbows,
wrists, the joints on your hands, the toes, everywhere there's a joint is affected by polymyalgia rheumatica.
Yeah.
That's a lot of joints.
The other problem is when you suffer with both, you don't know which one you're having, what flare you're having. So trying to explain to
Imagine
a doctor,
that, dealing with those.
and I don't know which one to treat.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
two of those, amongst other stuff as well, you've got, haven't you?
Mainly like they treat you just one, don't they, now? But it is hard, and I feel for anybody who's suffering with it, I really do. And I'll give a shout out to Angela as well, if you're watching, Ange.
Yeah.
I know you've been having a bout of it at the moment. I hope you get well soon, because it is awful, absolutely horrible pain. Then you've got lack of sleep to deal
How
with.
often throughout the week, throughout a nightly sleep, would you have breaks? Because they probably want for someone who's watching this video now, who can say, "Oh, I have my disturbed sleep throughout the night," and what's an average? Would you say an average?
A night?
Yeah.
Well, it all depends on how much pain you're in. I mean, some nights I've been up, I've had to get up.
Yeah, because it affects the bladder as well, you see.
Absolutely everything. And you sit there, you don't know where to put yourself. You can't lie down, you can't sit up. I mean, what you're supposed to do. Now, I was sent to see, what do you call them? Who do the exercises?
Oh, a physiotherapist specialist.
Physiotherapy specialist. Again, he was marvellous. I mean, I never thought that exercising
Can help.
and when I
bit.
say exercising, I'm on about like proper exercising they give you, don't
Yeah,
they?
it's proper stuff, yeah.
To work on where you were.
I've had to learn from watching the physiotherapist so it can help, depending if she's not having a bad flare-up. But she has bad flare-ups majority of the times throughout the week.
But do you know, those exercises actually help, don't
They
they?
do, yeah.
We bought weights, didn't we?
Yeah, we did,
bought
yeah.
some weights, and they do help with get you through the pain. Now, I would never have thought that you could do weights when you're having a flare, but you can. You actually can,
But
especially when you get used to it.
Yeah, you haven't done them for a while because you've had this
Well, I had flu,
flu
didn't I?
virus thing that's going
But I
around.
had the flu on top of that, which I think has started the virus again.
Yeah,
The
and I'm
flare-up
lucky
is
I
called
didn't
a
catch this
flare-up.
this flu. I thought I would have caught
you
it by
didn't.
now.
You didn't.
But yeah, this is what this video is about.
And it
those who
swell. You
suffer from it.
swell. You
Yeah.
really swell. You know, your hands, your arms, your legs.
Yeah, especially your legs.
Yeah, really, really swell. You do, and it hurts. You know, you can't get that far with it, to be honest, unless you drive, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't drive, so it affects me more. So I have to rely on Andrew, really.
Yeah.
I don't think I could go out on my own anymore, could I?
No, you couldn't. You wouldn't be able to.
No. And if I did, I might not be able to get back. We've even gone through that, haven't we?
Yep.
Where we've gone out and
I had to stop halfway and head back.
Andrew, I can't walk no further.
So there you go.
And there you go.
Proof in the pudding about suffering from fibromyalgia.
And you know, again, I'd love to know how anybody else feels if they're having flare-ups and how they cope with it to make things better, really.
And some people might want to know, can it be cured?
No. No.
It's for the rest of your life, basically.
No.
It's about pain management.
It's about pacing yourself, really. I mean, on a good day, what I do what I can do.
Yeah, you do, don't
On
you?
a bad day, I don't do anything.
No.
I just pace.
But yeah, she does try, but I insist no, because I can see the pain that she's in. I just said just to rest. And I'll do what needs to be done.
And do you know what? For anybody like who's retired or anything, it is hard because, especially if you've been used to being like that.
An active, proactive person.
Yeah, proactive, like juggling work, children, housework, ironing, the usual stuff we all have to do. And then you get to a certain, you think, oh, I'm going to enjoy my retirement. And it just didn't work out that way.
And that's life.
And it's life, isn't it? It's life, but you have to get on with it.
Yeah, you have
I mean, I'm not moaning. I just would love to know how other people cope with it. I really would. I mean, I am a negative person, am I?
No, you're not.
And I feel sorry for anybody who suffers with it who is.
Especially those who are bedbound as well.
Yeah. And it can make you bedbound. I mean, they'll tell you to get different things because it is a disability. It's recognised now, isn't it?
Yeah, officially, yeah, across the
for people
NHS.
like, you know, from the NHS.
It is. Never used to be.
No.
Years and years ago.
But I mean, you know, they'll give you a stick, won't they? They'll advise a stick.
Or a frame. Or
a frame.
A support frame.
Or even a wheelchair.
Yeah,
you've got room for
if
one.
you've got problems with the lower limbs.
Yeah, especially with the, rheumatica?
Yeah, polymyalgia rheumatica.
Yeah, especially with that.
Because she gets short of breath as well, because where we live there's a little bit of a hill. And she has to stop about halfway.
Yeah, but I've got a heart problem, haven't I?
Yeah, because she was diagnosed last year, weren't you?
Yeah. So that's probably why I can't sort of get around like I'd like to.
No.
But it is hard. It's ever so hard, really. You know, in itself. So, you know, never judge people.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
Never ever think.
Never judge people, please.
Never think,
Never.
oh, look at that person with all that weight on. they need to go on a diet.
See,
Because certain things and certain medications
causes this to happen.
can cause it to happen. And without that medication, people, they can't exist,
No.
basically.
No.
So what they're supposed to do, so, you know, when you think, oh, they're sitting there eating all day or not doing anything, maybe a lot of them are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a horrible thing to suffer, really bad.
So yeah, getting back to this, what this video is about, fibromyalgia. For those of you who've never heard about it, look it up, Google it, and find out, you know, what it's about. And it's just, wow, when I first met Max, I didn't realise how bad she had it. Wow, it's
Well, I think you have to be around somebody 24 hours.
yeah,
to
you
see,
do, to see it in full action.
to see, like, you know, certain days.
And boy, have I seen it. Wow. I wouldn't want to wish this on anyone who's not so nice in life, because if you haven't got a support network around you and you've got it and you're just on your own, man, well, I really feel for you. Well, I feel for anyone who suffers with this condition, because it's not nice at all. Not nice at all to see it in its fullness, so to speak. But yeah.
Again, you know, if you have got it, try and stay positive.
Yeah.
You know, do something you like. If it's reading a book, a magazine, the newspaper, doing a crossword, just to take your mind off it, really.
Yeah, learn about meditation
Yeah.
techniques as well, but seek professional help when it comes to
Oh,
meditative
definitely.
techniques. It's no good just trying to learn off a
No.
video. Get in touch with people who are practitioners of meditative methods to help with your fibroid, because people who suffer with fibroid can't do exercises like the able-bodied type person can, because
You couldn't do yoga and stuff.
No.
I'm on about, it all depends on the severity of it, doesn't it,
yes,
really?
exactly,
You know,
because
how bad your fibro is.
yeah, because people can just get fibroid in their hands.
Yeah, in
and
one
rest
place.
and rest of the body's
Yeah.
fine, or the
Yeah.
legs or the feet. But when it's all over the entire body, what Maxine's
can you
got,
do?
it's everywhere.
I mean, when it's only in one place, they can give you a steroid injection, which makes it easier.
Yeah,
But when it's all over, the only thing you can have is medication, isn't it? The
that's
tablet
right.
form.
and you get regular muscle spasms in
Oh,
particular
yeah,
spot. Well, you get them all
yeah,
over, really,
yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
Everywhere, even inside your mouth, you get them.
Horrible.
And that's the thing with the heart muscle as well. That's when she told me about that. Really, that's worried me, because your heart is pure muscle, and fibromyalgia does attack muscle-related areas too. But you've been lucky, really. It hasn't done anything to your heart as such, apart from what you were diagnosed with last year.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I mean, I suppose to be diagnosed with it, it's obviously done something.
Yeah, definitely.
Steroids are not nice to take because they can damage bones, can't
Yeah, the
they?
calcium.
And
It affects the calcium.
that's why I'm trying to build my muscle mass up,
Yeah.
so it can strengthen it to actually help.
Help support it. Be a
Because if you
support
fall or
system.
something like that, or
Yeah.
slipped in the snow, and you got that, and you're on steroids, you could easily break something.
Very easily break.
So you have to be ever so careful, don't you?
Because it could cause a condition, what they call brittle bone.
Yeah,
It could be innate to brittle bone, or even start brittle bone.
yeah.
You know, that's not a nice thing to have, that brittle bone disease. But yes, please, yeah. If you know of anyone or yourself suffer with it, nice to hear from you and see, well, read how you're coping with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what medications you take as
what
well.
medications you take.
That'd be
too.
interesting to know.
Yeah, or if there's any exercising you're doing, you know, it all helps, doesn't it?
They can get
All
you through
helps.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
happy
thinking
there?
of you all out there. who
Yes,
have
we
it.
are. We are.
Yeah.
We are thinking of you all.
If you're having a flare, wishing you a speedy recovery from it.
From the flare.
Because again, flares can last from a week to like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had ones, haven't I?
You've had
Lasted
some very,
months.
very long spells of it.
Oh God,
It's
horrible.
brought you to tears.
Mm.
That's how painful it really is. If it can make you cry like that, you know for a fact this was, boy.
I mean, you know what people take for granted as well. Just having a shower,
Yeah.
getting dry, trying to get dressed.
Yeah, dressed.
That's another thing.
Yeah, I have to help her with getting dressed as
It's
well.
awful.
it's like it's taking your dignity away from
Well,
you.
it does as
in
you
that
get older.
sense,
I mean,
yeah.
I know a lot of illnesses take your dignity away, or can do, if you let it.
Yeah, if you let it.
But, when you've got no help, or when you have got help, I mean, if you've got no help, I don't know how you manage.
No.
I don't know how you manage, I'm being honest.
Mm.
But when you've got help, it's hard because it does. You want to do stuff yourself, don't you?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the trouble though. When you've been again proactive person through your
Yeah.
younger years, your mind still thinks you can do certain things,
Yeah, but your body tells you can't.
No.
Oh God.
and that's where the
Awful.
battle comes into play. So you have to accept it.
And
that-
it can affect you mentally as
Yeah,
well.
big time, big time.
It can. So if you're
Big time.
struggling, go and see your GP.
Yeah, please don't try and battle this on your own.
No, it's all right for us to say about the holistic healing. I mean, I'm all for holistic healing, but I also for the doctors as well.
You got to combine the two.
You know, and
basically.
thank you for the doctors out there.
For the NHS.
Yeah, because they do the best, don't they?
Yeah, of course they
Prescribe
do.
the medication, the right
of course.
medication.
Mm.
I mean, I don't like taking medication at all, but I do take it because I've got no other choice.
No, because at first, she was adamant she didn't want to take nothing. But we've done the research, and all medication's got side effects, but it's up to you to try and minimise that aspect of it.
Well, anything like so you can keep getting out, really.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't do anybody any good to be sitting in 24
And
hours each day.
vegetating with
Well,
it.
you can vegetate if you just sit there.
If you let it, that's if you let it.
You know, watching telly all day, whatever. I mean, I can't do that because I'm not used to doing that.
No.
So,
Okay,
there you
then.
go.
So ending there with that one about fibromyalgia and the effects of it. So that's what this video is about. So yes, thank you again for everybody who's been supporting our channel.
Andrew's channel.
Oh, bless you. All right. Okay. Even coughing hurts. Coughing hurts. Sneezing hurts. Laughing hurts. Crying hurts. Need we say any more about this condition? But thank again for your support to the channel. And again, please share any of the videos on my channel. Comments. Like. And subscribe to the channel. And share the channel. And tell everybody about what's on our channel here. It'd be nice to get a good feedback.
It would, because
It
nobody
really
speaks to us at the moment.
Well, at the end of the day, it only takes a handful to start. The next thing you know, bam, it's gone. It's out there properly. But thank you again for your support. And please stay safe out there, everybody. Please stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
And let's keep this chi of life. Let's keep it always and forever flowing, everybody. Let's keep it flowing. Let's feel that energy. Let's feel that energy.
Namaste to everyone.
Namaste to everybody. Namaste. Namaste.